Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Healthy Moving Podcast, the show that empowers you to exercise less, but move more so you will feel better. I am your healthy moving enthusiast, Jen Hoffman from healthymoving.com. Well, the holiday season is upon us, and 2016 is rapidly coming to a close. I know that your to-do list and your calendar are probably brimming with many things over the next 6 to 8 weeks. And prioritizing your health and wellness is probably not among the top of your concerns. You might be thinking, it's too late for that. I'll get to my health and wellness in January. Well, today's episode is all about helping you change your mind about that. I want to show you that number one, it is extremely valuable to prioritize your health and wellness and to just take some small steps over these last few weeks of the year to really help yourself enjoy this season, to keep your stress level at a minimum and to really feel amazing in and about your body. And number two, I want to show you how possible that is, how doable that is. So that's what today's episode is all about. Stick around. I really think you're going to find this helpful. Before we get to our main topic, I have a brief programming note. I am so excited to announce that monthly membership is now available in the Healthy Moving Coaching and Challenge program. If you don't already know about this program, it is my way of helping come alongside you and really help you develop healthy habits. For so long, I absorbed all this information in my yoga teacher training and as I was training to become a personal trainer, all kinds of great information about exercises and things that you could do to take care of your body physically. But very little did they teach about how to help you actually create a habit. So about 2 years ago, I became a behavior change researcher. I really figured out what are the steps that people need to follow in order to make change. I was specifically looking at it through the lens of helping people incorporate more movement into their life and really make a habit around that. But these are the steps that anyone needs to take in order to make any kind of personal change. And I combined that information with everything I know about what you need to do to move your body to stay healthy and to improve your wellness for the long term into the coaching and challenge program. I'm going to come alongside you and give you all the support you need. The last thing I want Healthy Moving to be is another thing you tried that just didn't work out. I am all about helping you take action and really take small steps that add up to big, huge, significant changes. That's what this program is all about. The price for the program, I've recently been adding a whole bunch of stuff. So the price for the program is about to go up here in just a little while. Head to healthymoving.com/coaching to lock in the low membership rates now and to join us for our next challenge, which is a 6-week holiday challenge. It's going to be super simple steps that you can take during the last 6 weeks of the year to really prioritize your health and wellness. Head to healthymoving.com/coaching to get all the information on that. A few weeks ago, I was talking with a fellow business owner, a friend of mine, and I was telling her how I really wished that I had not spent my 20s and early 30s in public accounting. I spent over a decade pursuing that career, and I said, I wish I had been doing this all along because I would be so much further now, and here I am in this season of raising young children and trying to grow a business and really find myself professionally in this world, and it's just so challenging to put it all together at this time. And she said, you're not late. You did not miss the boat. Everything you learned in your 20s and early 30s in that career, it's serving you now. You needed to go through all of that in order to get to where you are now. And as she said those words to me, you're not late. You're right on time. You're exactly where you need to be. I thought of all of you. I thought of how often people come to me and say, I've just missed the boat. I can't do it. I've tried in the past. It's not possible. And this is a time of the year where I watch so many people kind of just throw up their hands and say, you know what? It's too late in the year now to start some kind of healthy habit. January 1st is just 6-8 weeks away. I'll start then. That's when I'll start my new healthy habit. Well, I have a couple of pieces of advice for you with respect to that. Number one, when we keep putting off, when we keep saying, I'll do this later, we perpetuate this really bad cycle of guilt and shame. We feel bad that we're not doing it now. We don't really believe that we shouldn't start until that time. We just believe we can't start now, but we feel bad about it. And so we spend that time giving a lot of energy to guilt and shame. Instead of taking action and actually doing something to progress toward our goal, we just build up a whole bunch of guilt and shame. And then you land on January 1st with all of that baggage that here I go, I have this mountain to climb, and you have this big load on your back of guilt and shame that makes the climb even more difficult. That's the number one reason why not to. The number two thing is that you're always moving. You don't ever get to just stop. You're always either moving closer to your goals or further from your goals. So something is going to happen to your health over the next 6 weeks. It's either going to get better or it's going to get worse. You're either going to get closer or further from where you want to be. You aren't going to stay exactly the same. It's impossible. So why not just choose to make tiny steps that take you closer to where you want to be? And the third reason is something related to what happens when you do that, when you take those tiny steps. When we get to January 1st, we can have two things. One of two things. We can have resolve, like I am going to change. This is going to be the year. Or we can have momentum. Momentum is this force. I was recently having to explain what momentum is to my 7-year-old daughter. And I said, momentum is when you get going. And we talked about running downhill versus running uphill. I said, which one's easier? She said, oh, it's easier to run downhill. I said, that's because of momentum. You have something that's helping to propel you forward. Resolve is great, and we all need resolve. But momentum is much more powerful. I don't want January 1st, 2017 to be another day that you resolve to be completely different than what you currently are. Instead, I want it to be a day where you're celebrating, where you're saying, hey, I've made some positive strides. I'm moving in the direction of where I want to go. All I have to do is keep moving. I don't have to overhaul everything. I just have to keep going down the path that I've made. Guess what? If you can figure out how to implement some healthy habits during this crazy busy time of the year, then you're going to remember that. That's going to serve you when life does get busy again. When you have a busy season at work or some kind of family emergency comes up, anything comes up that's out of the ordinary, you're going to say, you know what? I know how to take care of myself even when things are busy because I learned how to do that during the holiday season. Those are the powerful reasons why you should choose to take little steps now to really prioritize your health and wellness over these last few weeks of 2016. But how do you do that? What do those little steps look like? You've heard me say it before. I'm going to say it again. The first step is that you just have to start paying attention to your body. Once, twice, 3 times a day, check in with your body, head to toe. How are you feeling? Are you tired? Are you hungry? Is something achy? Do you have a stiff neck? What can you do to respond to that? Your schedule's about to get very busy, and it's going to be easy to ignore your body. Ignore it until it has to send out the alarm signal and really ring the bell with either you being sick or you getting a bad headache or you throwing your back out or your stress level just getting really high. But if you just take a few moments a couple times a day to check in, you can deal with those things before they become big, major problems. You feel your neck is a little stiff and you just instinctually do some stretches to help relieve that tension. Or you realize, wow, I'm really hungry. So you get a nutritious snack so that you're not then later, I'm starving, and you're in the car and have to go through the drive-thru. Paying attention to these little things that your body is sending you, little requests. In the moment, asking for the information, saying, what do you need, body? And then trying to respond with super small steps is extremely powerful. Number 2, with respect to your movement, I know everybody says, I have to get these workouts in. I have to go to the gym. I have to roll out my yoga mat and do an hour-long practice. And we all know, I used to own and operate a yoga studio. I know what happens to class attendance in November and December. Everybody's busy. But you need the time of taking care of yourself. You need to be physically moving your body now more than ever. It's not only powerful in helping maintain your health and wellness, the physical health and wellness of your body, but it's really powerful for your stress level. You will be able to be present and enjoy the holiday season so much more if you are able to find ways to integrate movement into your life. I recently taught, and I'm going to make the replay available for you for a few days, a class specifically about how to integrate movement with your life this holiday season. I asked the people who were attending live to tell me the things that were on their agenda for the next 6-8 weeks. They said things like wrapping presents, shopping, online shopping, baking, cooking, cleaning. And then we did an hour of movement where I showed you what kinds of things you could do specifically related to those activities. So I said, this is the one to do while you're baking in the kitchen. And this is the one to do while you're decorating your tree. And I went specifically, this is the one to do after you've been riding in the car, or this is the one to do while you're riding in the car. All specifically things, activities that I know are going to happen for most people over these last few months of the year to really help you integrate movement into those activities. You can get all the information about that class at healthymoving.com/community class. That's healthymoving.com/community class. You can also get the link by texting Healthy Moving to 33444. That's going to give you some action steps about baby steps you can take to really integrate movement. Listen, friends, I believe strongly that you have a role of spreading love in our world. I believe we need you. I know you want to do that. And yes, everything I teach is about helping you to improve your health and wellness and be the healthiest version of yourself, both today and for many years to come. But the real thing that I'm getting after, you know, I'm not about any number on a scale or on your dress size or chasing any external objective like that. What I really want, and what I believe you really want, is to feel good so that you can help spread love. We know. I've recently been experiencing this myself, letting my stress level kind of spin a little bit out of control so that I'm reactionary and I'm not speaking and acting from a centered, deep place of love. And I've had to redial in and prioritize my self-care so that I'm speaking to my children and to everyone who I interact with from that grounded place of love. And that is what I'm all about. I know that your holiday season can be so vastly improved by helping you to get to that place of really taking care of yourself so that you can spread that love and joy to other people. Our world needs you. Please, please consider taking very good care of yourself over the next 6 to 8 weeks. If it means you have to say no to some things, if it means that you have to reprioritize, you don't need a lot of time to do it. You just need a commitment to take really small steps. I am more than happy to help you with that, and I look forward to encouraging you on that journey this holiday season. So stick around with the podcast, head to healthymoving.com/community class, get yourself registered for that special class that's about taking care of yourself in the holiday season. And if you really want my help to come alongside you It's great if you're a self-learner and a self-starter. Take that free class and get the ideas and then implement it. Go for it. But if you're a person who you've tried a whole bunch of stuff in the past and it doesn't work and you really want me to come alongside you and give you the support and the structure you need to make new habits, you are not alone. There are hundreds of women to come alongside you in the Coaching and Challenge program. That is what we're all about, encouraging each other to take these small steps. And we know that we're really in this to figure out how to make self-care, how to make movement a real part of our life. And we would love to have you join us. The link for that again is healthymoving.com/coaching. Thank you so much for being here with me this week, friends. I greatly appreciate you. If you find this episode helpful, it is so helpful for me if you head to healthymoving.com/iTunes and follow the instructions to subscribe, rate, and review. In the world of podcasting, those three things, subscribing, rating, and reviewing, they mean a lot and they help other people find the show when you do those things. So I greatly appreciate you taking the time to do that. And of course, over at healthymoving.com/podcast, you can get all the past episodes and links for sharing any of them with your friends and family. I so appreciate you doing that as well. Until next week, friends, keep moving.